framing it, and to me it's more about the objects, and then if a figure is in that picture, how that figure relates to the objects that are surrounding it or behind it or in front of it. It's very much just compositional studies. I'll see something and then I can imagine what if I framed it in a square, what that would look like. If I framed it 16 by 9, what that would look like, or 4 by 3. You know, depending on what it is. If it's a collection of 20 square boxes, then a square composition might make more sense. It just kind of depends on what it is. But yeah, there would definitely be moments where something jumps out as this is an interesting relationship, what's going on between these cabinets. Or it could be something very mundane, usually is. One that comes to mind immediately was at a festival, and there's a long gangway, long walkway, so you already get that one-point perspective, and I was looking at that, and then suddenly from the right, Willie Nelson steps onto that walkway and is very slowly walking, you know, towards me, and I'm the only one there. So I just have this long Willie Nelson walk up, and I get to wait and wait and wait for where he's just right where I want him to be, and get to take that picture. So there, you know, it's that figure in the space and the horizontal lines and the, you know, the diagonals. It all just kind of comes into play. And I was lucky enough to get Willie Nelson in that shot.
So do you find that you sort of stand and wait a lot?
No, now more than ever. Or you see a shot getting ready to happen. A buddy of mine was sitting on a park bench, you know, a good 100 feet away in Central Park in New York. So it's all this greenery, park bench, and Justin's sitting there, and I see a full wedding party, you know, dressed up to the nines, coming, and I know they're going to get to him, and he's, you know, disheveled looking. We've been on the road for a long time, so he's not dressed up, and I just know this incredible shot is getting ready to happen. So I had to run down, get in place, and I got it, you know, and that's probably one of my favorite shots as well.
Okay, and then I guess last question. So are you gonna kill your Instagram account?
I think so. I think I am, but I don't know. It is such a nice way to share moments with friends and with family. My son has an Instagram account, and when I'm on the road, you know, I get to take a picture, and he sees it immediately, and he knows what I'm doing, and vice versa. He gets to take pictures of what he and his buddies are up to, and I get to see it. It's like sending a text of that very moment. So I hope they figure out that people don't want them to sell off all their photos.
So is that who you're talking to when you take a lot of pictures? Are you talking to your son?
Sometimes, yeah. It's absolutely a way to document what I'm doing when I'm away. Because just traveling, and it's also, for me, it's a scrapbook of sorts to make sure I don't forget where I've been. I have a horrible memory, so it's very nice to be able to go back to an archive and be like, that was Idaho. And, yeah, just a way to capture those interesting moments.